So before the video begins real quick, I wanted to provide context because this isn't really formatted or like made like how I would make a discussion, but the reason for the screen being like this type of like HUD and background and why our face cams are on and stuff is because when me, Jonah, and Zeke had this discussion, it was during our podcast, so that's why this layout on the screen is the way it is. Also, if y'all interested, random side note, random plug, if y'all interested in our podcast, I'll link Jonah's playlist of our podcast in the description. But yeah, I just wanted to explain that, and I also wanted to tell y'all that this is kind of like a discussion / review of Transformers 1, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just wanted to lay that down for y'all real quick, and yeah, hope y'all enjoy the video, and let's get into it. But we were already too late. Bro, I want them to bring, I've said this, me and you have said this multiple times, I want the War and Fall of Cybertron remake or War and Fall of Cybertron to get their servers back, because Transformers Machinima, we would make the most banger Transformers Machinima.
Bumblebee, what is the meaning of this?
Bumblebee, what the hell is Overwatch? Oh wait, not Bumblebee. Badass Tron. Oh shit, now that we're here, we can talk about Transformers 1. Spoilers, Zeke has seen it, me and you have seen it. Yo, if you haven't seen Transformers 1, spoilers. Yeah, get the hell out of here. So, I need to see it again. I need to see it again. It wasn't. Nah, Zeke liked the movie, but he doesn't think it was that good. What do you think? Out of all the Transformers movie, what do you think is better than Transformers 1, in your opinion?
Transformers 2.
You better not say The Last Night.
No.
Good. No, not you, Zeke. I'm asking Zeke because he thinks there's a better TF movie than 1. You like Age of Extinction more.
Yes, I like
because of Grimlock?
No, I really liked Lockdown.
Okay, Lockdown was cold, but he did not carry that movie. Lockdown did not carry Age of Extinction.
That movie was still good, I liked it.
In my opinion, I think Transformers 1 is the best Transformers movie, period. Better than Bayformers, better than Bumblebee and Rise of the Beast, better than the G1 movie, The Transformers the movie, better than Predacon Rising, Transformers Prime the movie. I think Transformers 1 is the best Transformers movie. You could show someone who doesn't know shit about Transformers, show that movie to someone who doesn't know shit about Transformers, and they'll be like, hold on, let this movie cook.
Show them Transformers 1, see what happens.
To get into spoilers, I love the rise and fall of Orion Pax and D16. I like that D16 is just your regular mining bot. Again, spoilers again. He's a miner. But nah, he goes from a miner to respecting Sentinel Prime and everything he's about, to finding out the truth that Sentinel Prime is basically ratting, not even ratting, that he's like working them to the bone to get in league with the Quintessons to basically get free leadership in Cybertron. And as soon, pay back his debt for the Quintessons. And as soon as he finds out Sentinel is basically working them to the bone, that their whole lives are a lie, that Sentinel stole all their T-Cogs for leverage, as soon as he finds that out, he snaps. That's where his villain arc begins. I love that, and I love that that's where the Megatron villain arc begins. And people were saying that his villain arc was rushed, but like there's the build-up there's literally the build-up and the fundamentals are there. He's respecting everything that Sentinel does. And once he finds out that basically he finds out his whole life is a lie. If I found out my life is a lie, I'm losing it. I'm fucking losing it. I'd go on a villain arc too, probably.
Yeah, because you like the good thing about like the wonderful thing about that movie, like you could see the progression of Megatron coming to life. Like again, literally, as soon as he finds out that Sentinel literally is the reason why everyone's life on Cybertron, or the miner's life on Cybertron, is living hell, he snaps. As soon as Optimus is like, we need to stop Sentinel, and Megatron's like, no, we need to kill him. As soon as you get that, you're like, okay, here we go. This is where the friends. Don't you want to see him? What was it? Like, don't you want to see him in?
I can't find this fucking key.
It was like, you don't want to see him locked up. Yeah, you don't want to see him locked up. No, to kill him.
Yeah, no, it was literally that. Like, Optimus was like, you don't want to stop Sentinel? No, I want to kill him.
I want to show everyone the false prime that he is.
And then I love the fact that he's a fan of, you know, to keep in line with, to keep in line with basic continuity, Megatron gets his name in most of the, fucking hell, I died. He gets his name from most of the continuities from the fallen Megatronus. That's where Megatron comes from. That's where his name comes from. He shortens it from Megatronus. And I like the fact that he's a fan of Megatronus, and that Sentinel realizes that, and he tattoos, or not even tattoos, he brands the Megatronus face onto him, and that's like the origin of the Decepticon logo, which that's what it usually is in most continuities, is Megatronus' face. But I like that, the fact that he's just a fan of him, and he's like, you know what, you love him so much, I got you. For it kind of reminds me how in Halo, Arbiter gets branded with the Mark of Shame, and later in the Halo series, the Mark of Shame becomes like Arbiter's mark. It's his symbol. It's the symbol of the Arbiter. I kind of liked that. That's how they did it for Megatron. And then just the fact that Optimus, or Orion at the time, he's just like, we don't need to kill him. We can do this peacefully. And that's where you get Megatron's peace through tyranny ideal. I've ranted on long enough. Jonah, what's your... Give me your take on TF1. On why it's so
peak. I think it was really good. Like, at first, when watching it, like, I noticed, like, minor references, but then as I watched it I watched the second time, I noticed more details, like with how they're wording things, background music plays, like
yup, again, the Transformers Prime motif in the when they visit the Tomb of the Primes, the Transformers Prime motif. That and I'm like, yo, that's the Transformers Prime song!
Literally how Optimus what the fuck? When Optimus gets shot by Megatron, like, literally, the shot-by-shot looks the same as Transformers Prime when Bumblebee got shot.
Oh yeah, when he gets shot and then he sinks into the and then the Omega Lock.
Optimus falls into the hole. You can literally see how, like, positioned Bumblebee is with Alita 1. The way she tries to go after.
Oh yeah, like how RC tried to break free of Starscream's grip and she tried to help him.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like, it was so good. Everything.
And no, wait, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. You just...
Like, the fact that the trailer was expecting us to, like, be already with them fighting, and then, like, this is how it began.
This is how it began. Back to the
past. Nah, they started with
They started off, like, right there with Orion breaking into the vault.
And then ending with Optimus becoming Optimus.
And Megatron forming the Decepticons.
Exactly.
Also, I like the fact that they brought Steve. There's two things I want to point out about a like and then one dislike. I like that Steve Buscemi voiced Starscream, and it's funny because Steve Buscemi voiced the Junker bot in The Last Night, which is a funny little detail. But I like that they brought Steve Buscemi to voice Starscream, and then he gets in a tussle with Megatron, and Megatron chokes him so hard he crushes his voice chip, and Steve Buscemi as Starscream sounds like G1 Starscream. I thought that was funny. A funny little detail. And one thing I kept on saying as I was watching the movie on my first watch, I love the aesthetic of Cybertron. Not even Cybertron, of Iacon City. I love how the Iacon is literally always morphing and transforming. When the trains are going, the track is transforming to keep the railway going. The Iacon 5000, the whole track on the Iacon 5000 was shifting and transforming. Even when they got to the surface, the ground was shifting and transforming. I like that Cybertron is constantly, like, transforming. It's morphing and transforming. And as for my damn it, I died again. As for my major dislike for that movie, I hate how they did Bumblebee. As I said, they turned Bumblebee into Donkey from Shrek. He's the annoying companion. And I'm like, I know Bumblebee's supposed to be like the guy that's supposed to appeal to kids, and he's supposed to be goofy and silly, but he was too goofy and silly in this movie. And that's saying something, because he's pretty goofy and silly in Bayformers, but they literally turned him into Donkey from Shrek. But there might be a reason behind that. So Jonah, I heard a theory. So wait, Zeke, Jonah, hear me out. I heard a theory that if Transformers 1 gets a sequel, that the reason Bumblebee is so noisy and annoying and chatty in this movie is the fact that if they make a sequel, he's gonna fight Megatron, and Megatron is gonna rip out his voice box, and they're gonna be like, oh, so they had him talk a lot in the first movie, so we get more of a gut, like, it's more of a gut, sad, tearjerker reaction when he loses his voice.
That's not what I was gonna say.
That would be sick. Like he's annoying on purpose because he wants to talk a lot, and then he's gonna get his voice ripped out, and it's gonna be depressing when he can't speak no more.
I was about to say because you know how he spent a lot.
Yeah, that too. He spent he was
so
alone. That's he's kind of crazy.
Do you think they'll change up the design a bit for the next one?
I unless they take them to Earth, I don't think they would change their designs unless they take them to Earth. Which I hope they don't. This is literally the first Transformers movie where there are 0 humans. Well, actually, no, the second. Predacon Rising, Transformers Prime, Predacon Rising had no humans. But this is the second Transformers movie to, like, have no humans. And that's saying something, and they did it good. Because I feel like most of the times you need the humans to interact with the Transformers. And this movie proves that you don't need humans to interact with the bots. Oh no, Rouge, please. But I don't know, if they do that with Bumblebee, shit, I'm gonna be depressed.
What?
The fact that, again, like, he likes to talk, and, like, he can't help but to talk, but Megatron might rip his voice box out and he can't talk anymore. That's gonna be depressing if they do that, and if they make it too. And it's also depressing that a word on the street is the movie isn't doing good financially.
What?
I keep
How?
fucking dying. I don't know how it's not doing good financially. Shout out to TF Hype Guy on Twitter, because he's like shouting out like everyone to go watch it. Like, make it a TF weekend and go watch the movie. And I'm definitely gonna see it again. I want this movie to succeed, because this is literally, in my opinion, the best Transformers movie, period. I want it to succeed and get a sequel. And if it doesn't succeed and get a sequel, I'm gonna be sad.
You go back to the Bayverse.
Well, technically the next movie is Transformers X G.I. Joe, which I'm skeptical about because I'm not a G.I. Joe fan. You had to be there. It's another Hasbro thing.
Show me.
I showed you it, Zeke, and you still didn't know what G.I. Joe was. A real American hero, G.I. Joe! A real American hero! I'm not even a G.I. Joe fan like that, but people were saying, like, if we do get Transformers G.I. Joe, it might be like the Bayverse, how they did, like, the Autobots in Nest. And if they do it like that, I'd be down. But, I don't know. Who knows? Anyways, yeah, that's all I gotta say about TF1. It's peak. Go watch it if you haven't.
It's really good, yeah. Watch the movie if you haven't.
Musicality.